Hello, Joanne. Hi, April. Hi, Cheryl. Happy Saturday. We're on day 5 of the 12 days of Christmas. All right, it's 7. I am ready to go. All right. Happy Saturday, Stampers. I am Barbara Reed, the Wexford Stamper, and I am on day 5 today of our 12 days of Christmas, Dori and I am day 5, and I've got a cute little project today that is a little different from a lot of the other candy cane treat holders I've done. This one, we have the candy cane upside down, and it makes a J. And then we have the baby Jesus here, we have the star, and then we have a little sentiment on the back. But I just think this one's so adorable. I've seen lots of treat holders out there, but I love this one. So I hope you do too. And it's quick and easy to make. You can make lots of these, and it doesn't take a lot of paper or a lot of time. All right. So most of the items on this candy cane treat holder are really kind of like punch art. Hi, Deb. Nice to see you. Hi, Mary Jane. We're catching some good ones on Saturday here. Hi, Barb. Hi, Rise. Nice to see everyone. Hello. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with a piece of crumb cake, and this is cut at 2 by 8 inches. All right. I notice Rise is saying she doesn't have any sound. Can someone just message her that she probably just needs to click on the little speaker at the bottom of the video? They've changed it up a little bit on Facebook. If somebody could do that, I would really appreciate that. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. I love it too. All right, so get back here. This is 2 inches by 8 inches of crumb cake. And we have 2 quick score lines to do on this. And the reason we do the score lines is just to make our little gusset here at the bottom. Okay, for our candy cane to fit in there. All right, and we are going to score at 1 and 1 3/8. That's it. Not lots. Real quick on the scoring today. So just 1 and 1 3/8. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fold on my score lines and use my bone folder to crease them nicely. And you can already see kind of how the little box comes together there. All right, so let's go ahead and keep moving. We're going to go ahead and put some designer series paper on here next. This is from the DSP pack that comes with the Curvy Christmas bundle. All right, and this is something I've gone to for many, many, many of my projects this Christmas. It comes in the cherry cobbler, in the shaded spruce, and in the Sahara sand. Okay, and it looks beautiful with any of those colors to use for your Christmas projects. But I'm going to be using the star. They have lots of different designs. I'm going to use the stars because that just works so well with this theme. And this piece, I'm going to just take my Tombow and I'm going to adhere it to the inside back portion of my treat holder. All right. Thank you, girls. I hope Rise can figure it out. All right, then I'm going to go ahead and put it right here on the back side. And let me give you the dimensions of this. This designer series paper piece is, oh, let's see, there it is. It's 1 7/8 by 5 7/8. Okay, and then this portion is 1, let me make sure. Oh, it's 7/8 by 6. 7/8 by 6. Let's try that again. This portion, this piece is 1 7/8 by 5 7/8. This is 7/8 by 6. Okay, so now what we need to do next is bring in our candy cane. Okay, and most candy cane holders hold it this way, but this is a very special one, and this one's going to be upside down. And what I found is, in order to get it to stay in place, I know I'm going to be tying it up at the top, but I also add a little glue dot at the bottom here, just to keep it even a little better. So I put the glue dot on the inside of the curved portion. Come on, glue dot. All right, you're not going to do it for me tonight. There we go. So I'm going to put it right on there on the curve of the candy cane. And then I want the candy cane to come up the side here. Oh, I'd say about 1/4 inch from the outside, like that. So you're going to have your J just like that. And then this portion is going to fold up. Okay, just like that. And then we're going to take this piece of Designer Series paper and we're going to go around to the back and we're going to cut it off. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to take my piece. This is 7/8 by 6, and I'm going to just adhere the center of it to the middle of this panel at the bottom. Okay, and I do that because that gives me a sense on what the thickness is, and then as I wrap it around, this is another way that I get to hold my candy cane in a little bit better. So I'm trying to do it with the glue dot and with the paper at the bottom, and then finally with the little piece of twine at the top. So I just kind of take my fingers and I just kind of fold it around to the back like that. And then I'm going to just go ahead and adhere here. Just hold that for a second. And that's going to be another way that holds that candy cane in place. All right, now let's go ahead and put the thread at the top, my twine. Let me find my twine. Okay, this is the linen thread. I use this all the time. It looks like spaghetti in here, but it usually isn't this knotted, but that's just how I craft. I'm a little crazy crafter. All right, so I'm going to cut a nice big piece here. Okay, then if you have twine that's really kind of wound and you can see that it twists around from around the spool, just take your fingernail and pull it down through it like that, and you take a lot of that twist out, and it makes it a lot easier to tie your knots and things like that. So that's something I've learned after a while, because the twine can get super twisted and can be hard to tie nice bows, but that's one way to eliminate that. Now, next thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to take my pencil and put a dot using my pencil on either side of the candy cane. All right, then I'm going to go ahead and come in, move the candy cane a bit, and come in with my punch and punch those 2 holes. 1, 2. All right, then I'm going to take my piece of twine, and we want it to, both ends to come out the top. Now I folded it in half just so it'll be a little stronger, and I'm going to bring up both ends from the back. So the end that's looped and the other end is going to come up through these holes. All right, then we're gonna lay the candy cane right in there. And then we're gonna tie right here. Okay. I'm just gonna tie a knot because I noticed I didn't lay it long enough, but you can also do a bow. Both look very nice. Okay, so here's with a knot. And here's with a bow. So you can kind of do whichever you like. Both look fine. All right, so now I have my candy cane well anchored in there. That's not going anywhere. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and bring in the items to make the manger. All right, and what you're gonna need for the manger is you're going to need a piece of soft suede. Okay, this is soft suede, and it is cut at 1 1/2 by 1 1/4, and on the shorter side, or the 1 1/4 side, there is a score line at 5/8, which cuts it in half. Okay, so we're just going to fold it in half. Okay, so it's 1 1/4 by 1 1/2, and on the 1 1/4 side, we score it in half at 5/8. Then we're going to fold it in half. Now we're going to make a manger. And how we do that, we have the fold at the bottom. And we're going to cut up just a little bit of an angle. So I come in about maybe, not even 1/4 of an inch, a little less than that. Just take a small little bit of a wedge off the side. And if you notice, see, that is going to make the top of the manger. Okay, now along the bottom, you're going to cut up, but you're going to cut parallel to this line here. So I'm going to cut like this up to that score line. And then I'm going to do the same thing up over here, cutting parallel to that line up to the score line, up to the fold, I should call that. All right, then I'm going to fold these two little legs back and cut out this center portion. Okay, so there you have your manger. A quick, easy way to make a manger. All right, now let's go ahead and get our baby Jesus made to put in there. This is super simple as well. You're going to need a piece of petal pink, and you're going to need a piece of gold foil paper. And then I also need a piece of the yellow, this is Daffodil Delight, I'm sorry. And we're gonna use some punches to punch these out. All right, the 3/4 inch punch I'm gonna use to punch out the baby Jesus head. And then with my 1 inch circle, I'm gonna cut out his crown, or the beautiful aura shining around his head. And then for the final part, I'm going to use my starburst punch, or you could use any kind of scalloped punch would work with this as well. And that's going to be the light shining around the manger. All right, so those are the portions you're going to need for that part. And then the last thing you're going to need for this is a star. All right, and you might have all kinds of little goodies that you can get stars from. You can use a star sequin, you can use a star punch. I have the star from the Warm Wraps dies, and I'm using that one there. And again, I'm using the gold foil paper. All right, so that's all the goodies for this. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little bit of Tombow on the back of my starburst punch, and then I'm going to slide that in here behind the candy cane and right down. I have it settle right down into the area behind the manger. It's going to stick off the ends a little bit. That's okay. All right, then we'll put together the manger here. Okay, I'm just going to put a little bit of Tombow on the back of the head. And then I'm going to not center this, but put this along the bottom portion of the gold foil circle. And then I'm going to turn over my manger, put a little bit of glue on the back, turn it back over, and then I'm going to bring it up here just so a little tiny bit of the bottom of our circle is behind the manger. So that's what it's going to look like, your manger. All right, and what I did for that is I put a little bit of Tombow just at the bottom of the manger and along the legs, okay? Because any higher, then you're going to have the glue coming up and getting on your candy cane. All right, so I'm just gonna hold it there for a minute. But this is a nice, super simple project, but I think it has a lot of meaning to it. I just love the idea of using it as a J. All right, so last portion of the scene on the front, we're going to need to adhere our little star here, and I've got a little dimensional. Those dimensionals come in handy all the time. And I'm gonna put my star right up there. Okay, you'll notice right here, last thing to add to the front, I'm gonna turn my treat holder over this way, punch a hole at the top, maybe 1/4 of an inch in, and we will use some of my favorite holiday ribbon. This is called the metallic edged ribbon. So, so pretty. I love this. I think it works perfectly with this little treat holder because of the gold on the star and the manger. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the ends of my ribbon and I'm going to bring them, no, I'm going to do this instead. It's easier to do this. Take the loop of your ribbon. Okay, it's easier than trying to get 2 pieces through. And just push it through the hole. Okay, then you're going to grab your 2 pieces here on the front and pull your loop up through the back. And then you're going to put your 2 ends right through the center of the loop and then pull down. And then you have your cute little attachment up there. Then you want to pull these apart so they stay apart a little bit. And then you can go ahead and take your scissors, and I like to give it a little bit of a diagonal cut, like that. But that gives it a nice little look there, as instead of tying it at the top, you can just do a little loop through. Then make sure you pull them apart so they kind of stay apart as the gift for the gift. All right, so that's all the finished product of the front. Oh, thank you. Thanks, guys. I'm glad you like it. All right, if you notice on my sample here, I put a little message on the back, and I thought this one was perfect. Let the joy of the season fill your heart. And that one came from the Wrapped in Christmas. This is the stamp set that comes along with the warm wraps. So this is a great one to have as well. And I use the stamp. These are red rubber cling stamps. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my cherry cobbler ink, my stamp, and then I cut out using the stitched rectangles, this size rectangle, because it fit very nicely on the back, but of course you can just cut a rectangle. But I love these stitched rectangles. It gives your projects a little bit of a fancy look. I love the stitched look. All right, I cut out 2 of these because I might need a second try. You never know. All right, so here I'm gonna ink it up with the cherry cobbler, and I'm gonna cross my fingers and my toes. Let's see how it goes here. Not bad. Oh my goodness, first time. First time, I like that. All right, so let's go ahead and we're gonna turn our project over here. And I'm gonna put a little bit of Tombow on the back of my stitched rectangle. And you could put it up here if you wanted to cover that. You can put it wherever you want, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it here at the bottom. And if you want, you could put a larger piece of Whisper White on the back so you'd have place for you to write your name or whatever you'd like. So that is my project for this evening, my new and improved candy cane treat holder. I hope you like that. I want to show you the ones that I've already done on the first day of Christmas. I did my Bah Humbug box. And if you'd like to know the directions for the Bah Humbug box, you can go on my YouTube channel. That's the Wexford Stamper. And there is a video about my Bah Humbug box. This one is for that Scrooge in your life who may get a little grumpy at Christmas time. So there's a great one for that. And then on the third day of Christmas, I made this cute little hand sanitizer holder. And this uses the same stamp set that goes with the warm hugs as well. So I've gotten my money's worth out of that set and also this beautiful plaid paper. So if you're interested in either of those, check out my YouTube channel and you can find both of those there. And this is mine this evening. And Dori will be back at 7 o'clock tomorrow evening if you are interested for the 6th day of Christmas. So hers will be streaming from the Stampin' Always with Dori page. But we usually try to share to every page so that everybody can find it because we want everybody to have these great last minute, quick and easy ideas. All right? So take care. I hope you give it a try. And if you do, please post it in our group page. I'd love to see how yours turn out. And have a wonderful Saturday. And I'm going to be watching a little football this evening, so I'm pretty excited. So have a great Saturday. And Dori will see you back at this time again tomorrow night. Take care. Bye-bye.